Good morning. Welcome again to Morning Devotions. Thank you again so much for allowing us to be a part of your life. And reminder, next week, set aside Wednesday night, all day Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and just come. Leaders of other churches, pastors of other churches. We're having the Great Light Conference. All of our leaders of COP. This also is part of our training program for our own leaders. Come and just let's grow together and learn how to grow the kingdom of God together. Right now, I want to talk to you about growing the kingdom of God. There are many young men and young women that are listening to me, and there is a call of God upon your life. You say, well, how do you know that, Pastor? Because there is a desire there. The Apostle Paul says God creates in us both the desire and the ability to do His will. 1 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. Paul said, here is a trustworthy saying. This is something you can trust. This is one of his great truths. If anyone, man or woman, if anyone sets his heart on being an overseer, he desires a noble task. Now, overseer there is the Greek word episkopos or bishop. It's used interchangeably in Acts 19 with shepherd and pastor. It's not a religious office of an egotistical preacher wanting to be somebody. It's a function. It literally means to visit and watch over. To visit and watch over. That's why it's used interchangeably with the idea of pastor or shepherd in Acts 19. But I want you to focus on this truth. If anyone sets his heart on this, there's a desire there. Now remember, God creates that desire within you. There are many young men and young women listening to me, and maybe some of you not so young. Maybe you're like a Peter's generation. God is calling you out of success. God never called anybody out of failure. He called every one of the apostles out of success. But God is dealing with you, and there's a desire in your heart for the ministry. There is an incredible revival that is coming to this world, and my heart just begins to weep with joy every time I begin to think about it. There is an incredible revival coming to this world. The harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. I challenge you today. If God is creating that desire within you and that desire is growing every day, come, let us help train you. Come join the School of Pastoral Studies. Come talk to one of the pastors on staff. If you're from another church, go to your pastor and say, I want to get trained. I want to become a pastor. God's creating this desire within me. But you need to begin to allow that desire to grow within you. Don't put it out. You say, well, Pastor, is it just something I want? Of course it's something you want. God doesn't command you to go do something and you're kicking and fighting and screaming against it the whole way. He creates in you, Paul says, the desire and the ability to do His will. If that desire is in your heart to be a pastor, to be a pastorata, come, let us help you. Be in this conference, walk up and talk to me, walk up and talk to one of the pastors. We want to help you. We want to help you get trained and go out and build churches for the kingdom of God.